welcome to Biblical Hebrew Lesson 22. We are continuing our journey through the meaning of the letters. Tet symbolizes goodness or a basket, often connected with hidden goodness. It has a literal meaning of basket or nest. It is the 9th letter and is the symbol of the good, Tov, in all creation. It has to do with purity and impurity, teaching us to choose the good, and also the realization that even within the bad things that happen, there is hidden good. It is the field of manifestation. Yod represents a hand, symbolizing the divine action or the spark of life. It's a 10th letter. It is a dot or point. The Yod represents the Creator, the single point from which all of creation emerges, and the unity within the multiplicity. It is the foundation of all foundations, the hidden divine spark which causes everything to be. It represents the power of the Spirit to govern and guide the matter. Yod is a symbol of the Holy One, the Creator. Since the holy name starts with Yod, small in form, the meaning of the Yod is great. All of creation came forth from a single point, a point which represents God's infinite presence inside the finite world. Yod also represents the idea of unity within multiplicity, of one whole that is comprised of parts. Yod, as we see, is a single point, but its value is 10. It shows us that many grains of sand are used to make one pot. Many pages make one book. Many drops of water make up the ocean. There are many occurrences in the world, but they all stem from one God, perfect and indivisible. It is the essence of all life. It is the foundation of all foundations. Everything comes from it and returns to it. It is a hidden dot beyond imagination, formless, the source of all thought, beyond all thoughts, beyond time and space. It is the secret hidden principle of the universe that we can't perceive. It is the divine spark of life that is in every single being. It cannot be grasped, but it is in every cell of your body, causing you to exist. It has no mass or density, time or space. In it is the power of the Spirit to govern and guide the matter of the material world. Kaf symbolizes the palm of the hand, indicating potential or power. Kaf, the 11th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, means literally the cupped palm of the hand. It is like a cupped, outstretched palm ready to receive. The shape of all containers, a bowl, a cup, a jar, is based on that basic curved shape, and Kaf represents the idea of a container. It represents form. A house is a form that contains the goings on of the people inside it. A body is a form which contains the life and energy of the person. The forms of the physical world are where the spiritual essence of life is able to manifest. The Kaf also teaches us to shape ourselves, to bend the ego and shape our character. The Kaf gives form to the matter. It contains all the possibilities of containing, building, and forming all existence. It is the letter of formation, bending the straight line into a curved shape. It also symbolizes the crown of the Torah. Lamed represents a staff, symbolizing teaching or guidance. It is a symbol of learning. It is translated literally as the word for learning, and also staff or goad. It is located at the center of the alefbet and represents the heart. In Kabbalah, learning is mostly done with the heart and soul, not just the mind. The Lamed indicates the spiritual learning is the heart of human existence. Man's course in life is to learn and express spiritual teachings and practice with every breath of life. Lamed reaches higher than any of the other Hebrew letters, like a lighthouse high in the air. The shape of the Lamed is an undulating movement, and the Lamed represents constant organic movement, constant change. Lamed is the lightning strike of energy descending down the two sides of the tree of life. Lamed teaches us to learn from everything in life. Mem symbolizes water, associated with wisdom or the flow of life. The letter Mem is water, Mayim, the waters of wisdom, knowledge, the Torah, representing both waters and manifestation. It is the ability to dive deep into wisdom. It is said that in every person is a thirst for the words of the Creator. As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs after you. It represents the waters of life. The open Mem refers to the revealed aspects of providence, while the closed Mem refers to the concealed part of the celestial rule that nonetheless guides us and all of existence. Mem also represents the time necessary for ripening and indicates to us the importance of balanced emotions and humility. Mem corresponds to the number 40 and represents the time necessary for the ripening process that leads to fruition. Nun represents a fish, symbolizing life or activity. The nun is the symbol of faithfulness, soul, and emergence. The nun stands for humility, as it is bent both above and below. It represents the soul, the neshima, the heavenly spark housed in the earthly container of the body. In Aramaic, nun means fish, so nun can be thought of as the fish that swims in the waters of the Torah, represented by the Mem. It is connected to fertility, continuity, and the ability to increase and multiply. Nun also stands for 50, gates of wisdom. It represents the constant presence of the humility of the soul. The soul is silent, bent, and humble, constantly giving light but staying hidden. The nun shows that to be bound to the Creator's will, not our own personal egoistical way, we must bend above and below. Nun also represents flow, teaching us to be supple and flexible like the fish instead of resisting change. If we can be aware of the inner guide, our soul, we need never fear because the Creator is always present with us. Samek represents a support or prop, symbolizing God's support. Samek is the symbol of support, protection, and memory. It means to lean upon, support, uphold. The perimeter of Samek denotes the Creator, and its interior denotes His creation, who He constantly supports and upholds and protects. It represents the Or Makif, surrounding light of God, indicating the general providence of the Creator, surrounding and sustaining all of existence, even as we perceive ourselves as separate. The Samek is the container of all forms. It teaches us to think for the good of the whole, not just oneself. It teaches us that to know our Creator, we have to get out of our limited selves, out of what we know and the limitations of the physical, so we can get in touch with our essential inner self. We must empty ourselves in order to be filled. Ayin symbolizes an eye associated with the vision or insight. Its literal meaning is eye, so ayin has to do with vision and bringing forth lights that are hidden. Ayin teaches us to see beyond our limitations and relates to time. It is the aspect of the visionary to see not just what is happening in front of us, but to see beyond that, to know one's direction. Ayin is included in a great number of words associated with time, with hours and future, past, moment, eternity, and vision. The ayin is meant to take us from dark to light. It urges us to break through the walls of limitation in order to see what is not yet visible to us. Please refer to the earlier lessons where we learnt the alefbet, that's lessons 1 to 3, because there we look at the numerical value of the letters. and it's also important within the meaning of the letters. Also refer to the lesson 14 on the history of the alefbet. Remember to study, go over the flashcards, go over the previous lessons, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comments and I will respond as soon as possible. Shalom, have a great day.